Hi guys, and welcome to my 20 days till 2020 manifestation challenge. So I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited for 2020. I have been feeling since October that 2020 was gonna be the year. Now, I know every year we're just like, new year, new me, but this year I really mean it. Like, I feel like there's gonna be an entirely new person existing inside of my body once the clock strikes midnight. So, the challenge. I originally was going to do this challenge just myself personally and tell my cousin Nay about it because I share these kind of things with her very often. Shout out to Nay for always listening to me babble. But immediately, like within 5 minutes of deciding this is what I was going to do, I felt like I just had to tell as many people as possible. And so here I am starting a YouTube channel just to put this challenge out to as many people as will watch this video. Before I get into the technique, let me first do a disclaimer. The technique that I'm pushing is not my invention. It totally came from another YouTuber. His name's Aaron Abeki. I'll put all of his information down in the description box below. I highly recommend if you're on any kind of spiritual journey or thinking about taking that journey that you find his channel, you subscribe, like, give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell. He has such awesome, amazing content. He thinks completely out of the box. It's great. So I got this technique from a video of his I was watching on the law of attraction and embodying your spirituality. So if you know anything about the law of attraction, you know that it's basically a universal law that if you can believe it, you can achieve it. And this video is really important to me. Like, the sequence of events is crazy. I started my spiritual journey about 3 years ago, and it started off with The Secret. And if you ever read that book, it's an amazing book about the law of attraction, and they're very much see it, believe it, achieve it, make vision boards, and do your manifestations, and do your visualizations and your meditations, and it's awesome. But they leave out something very, very crucial in that book, and it caused me so much confusion and frustration for like the first 2 years of my journey. They left out the healing, the inside work that you have to do. So the overall purpose of the law of attraction is not just to get you the material things that you want. It's to show you what you're wanting in order to show the ego what is lacking. Once the ego recognizes what's lacking, it's trying to fill that empty space with a material object. Then it's your job to look inside and say, well, why do I feel like I need to fill this hole with a material object? And that's when you have to really go inside and do the work, do the healing in order to be on the same vibrational level as the things that you want to manifest. So if that sounds crazy, here's an example. If you're the kind of person that's always saying, oh, I'm not worthy of love, no one will ever love me, who would love someone like me? Then the universe hears that. Your words are powerful, guys. And so the universe just says, oh, you don't want love in your life. So let me remove all situations in which you would feel love. And until you go inside and really let your ego know that, no, I deserve love, I am worthy, you'll never be able to manifest that love that you really are truly worthy of. And so that's just a little summary of Aaron's video on embodying spirituality. I'm definitely not doing it justice, but the link is in the description box, and I highly recommend that you go and watch it. Originally, like I said, I was going to do this challenge and I was going to keep it to myself, and it was going to be just 20 days leading into 2020 because for some reason numbers have been hitting me hard this last like 2 weeks, and that 20 was really just sparking something within me. So I decided 20 days leading into 2020 would be perfect. And so I counted, and lo and behold, the first day that we are going to start this challenge is 12/12. Now, if you vibe, then you know that today is the last full moon of 2019. And if you know that, then you know that full moons are all about releasing the negative energy and the things that no longer serve you in order to have room for the new that's coming. So I think it's highly symbolic that we're starting this challenge on the last day, on the last full moon of the year. Like, we're really going to be releasing everything that no longer serves us and stepping into the new. So this technique, Aaron calls the time machine technique, and it has 4 parts. I'm going to tell you guys now, you got to be dedicated. If you're going to do this, you got to put your imagination to work and not feel silly or worried about what other people will think. You're in a room by yourself. Like, who cares what people will think? Do this with every bit of your being, do this with every ounce of intention, because I honestly feel like this technique will be life-changing. So like I said, there's 4 parts. The first part is the visualization. You want to visualize yourself having already hit your goal. So for example, one of my goals is to become a best-selling author. In my visualization, I'm a best-selling author. I've already inked the deal. I've got my book published, and I'm in Maui sitting with Oprah discussing my best-selling Oprah's book club choice, right? So you really want to just be specific in this first step. Step 2 is embodiment. This is where you want to put your observation skills to work. What does it feel like to be future you? How do you hold yourself? What is your posture like? What do you sound like? What do your clothes feel like? You honestly, by the end of this, want to feel like you're a whole new person. And that'll lead you into step 3. You're going to take your future self and put them in a time machine. I personally will be imagining the machine that Steve Urkel put himself in when he was trying to turn into Stefan on Family Matters. You're going to want to put that date to the date that you're doing the visualization. So on day 1, your date in your time machine should be 12/12/2019. Once you go back in time, you need to be shocked. What is going on? How am I here in 2019? Lord, right? Like, really get into this, guys. Nobody's watching you. Just be free and let that imagination run wild. So that brings you to step 4. Once you're back in the present time, you want to live for 1 hour a day as your future self. The purpose of this is to set an intention into your subconscious that you've already hit success. You've already got it. You're no longer worried about whether or not you're going to receive love, or you're going to start the business, or you're going to write the book, because you've already done it and you're living that right now. Think Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. At the end of the movie, when Harry makes the Patronus, he's able to do it because he saw himself do it and he knows that he could do it. Does that make sense? So, you really want to be living yourself. You really want to be living as your future self for at least 1 hour a day. Guys, I really hope that you're going to be joining me doing this challenge. I honestly feel like it's going to be so life-changing. Like, I don't know if you can tell through the video or through the camera, but I am completely hype about this. If you're doing it, even if it's just for 1 day, please, please, please connect with me. I'm totally looking to expand my community of spiritual friends who want to meditate and visualize and go do yoga and play with crystals, have incense, like, you're trying to smudge. I'm totally down for learning new things. I'm totally down for discussions and learning new things and video chats, like all of that. So if you do even 1 day, please, please, please hit me up. You can find me on Twitter or Insta at So Say The Secret, or you can find me here on YouTube. Just comment down in the comments below so we can connect. I want to know how this is going. I've already done this technique a couple of times already because I saw this video last week. And before I start challenging people, I how to try it myself. It's been life-changing. Honestly. So if you're doing it, even if you do it for just the 1 day, please connect with me, comment, or find me on Twitter or Insta. I'd love to connect. I'm always looking for new friends. And I'll be checking in on my Insta and on my Twitter, trying to see how it's going with you guys. Please connect with me, guys. I'll be posting updates and letting you guys know how it's going for me. So I would totally love to connect with anybody who wants to connect with me. Until the next time we connect, guys, I'm wishing you tons of blessings, lots of love, and namaste.